Hey y'all. Welcome to this Nicole music story time. This story time is going to be included in the lineup for the album, A Story Worth Telling. So if you found this story time, most likely you've been listening to A Story Worth Telling. Thank you for joining the Nicole music journey, my journey, to healed and balanced human culture, planet Earth. Our journey to a healed and balanced human culture, planet Earth. My name is Nicole. I am the biblically prophesied Messiah. Full circle moment alert. So are you. Why Ashley? Excuse me. What have in me, you have in you. What you have in you, I have in me. We are all authentic frequencies, dimensions of the infinite sea of energies, or the Most High, or God, or Allah, or Prime Source, or the oneness of all things, or infinite creation. Having a human experience in order to be experienced in balance and joy and wellness, to grow and evolve the oneness of all things, or the infinite sea of energies, or infinite creation, or God, or Allah, or Prime Source, into more evolution, more experience, more wellness, more balance. We are in the age of unconditional love, whereas humans of planet Earth, infinite energies manifested as humans of planet Earth, we are awakening in the masses to the remembrance that we are way more than way more. We are awakening to the remembrance that we are limitless, with the paradigm of being dimensionality or form or finite. Having a human experience in order to grow and evolve all things. The truth is, we are limitless. Although we have dimensionality, although we appear to have form and shape, we are infinite. And we are awakening to the masses, to this remembrance. Why Ashley? Because it's predestined, preordained. I channel within my podcast, which you can listen to. You can find Kingdom Things podcast, experience Kingdom Things podcast with me, Ashley Nicole Phillips. The podcast is called Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley Nicole Phillips, which is available to stream for free on YouTube and Spotify. It's linked below in the description of this video. This is the last song. This video is going to be included in the front of the last song of the album, A Story Worth Telling, Tranquil Tides Part 3. Don't worry, it's coming up, Tranquil Tides Part 3. I use my shaman mama capabilities, or my multi-dimensionality, or my soul gifts, or my connection with the divine that I cultivate from within. Which brings me to the Ashley Nicole music call to action. Sit with yourself at least 1 hour a day, every day. Ask yourself, hey soul, hey self. In meditation, ask yourself, hey soul, hey self. What do I need to know in this moment to come into greater conscious awareness of my limitless potential as universally aligned, universally assigned for my authentic frequency, for the upliftment and rejuvenation of all things? I channeled within the podcast. The title of this podcast installment is called Frequential Patterning Part 1. I will link below in the description of this video, Frequential Patterning Part 1, Frequential Patterning Part 2, Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley Nicole Phillips, Frequential Patterning Part 1, as well as the installment rendition, Frequential Patterning Part 2. I channeled within Frequential Patterning Part 1. The divine spoke through me, said, hey Ashley, there are an infinite number of energies in creation, grand creation, the oneness of all things to experience. And there are an infinite number of ways to experience the infinite number of energies within creation, the infinite creation to experience. So however you experience reality outside of the sensory perception experiences such as touch, taste, sight, smelling, hearing is your lingo with the universe. Is your beautiful intimacy with the oneness of all things, or your soul, yourself, or limitless potentials, or the universes. Needless to say, when you ask yourself, hey soul, hey self, what is it that I need to know about myself in this moment to become consciously aware and more aligned to my limitless potentials as I intended to be on a soul, God, goddess level, on an omnipotent level before I incarnated? Wait for the answers, because they will come. However they come for you, however you perceive these answers for you, it is your unique intimacy with the oneness of all things, or yourself, or your soul, or the universes, or God, Allah, Prime Source, the Most High. I use my intimacy with the universes, or the oneness of all things, or God, Allah, the Most High, to channel healing energies and wisdoms, as the energies truly are wisdoms. The energies are divine codes, remembrances. I channel these divine codes, remembrances into this realm of creation, or onto planet Earth, humanism, in order to assist with healing and evolving the human DNA. Universal principle of correspondence. As below, so above. Everything in our reality is a manifestation of the energies in which we are. So as I use my Shaman Mama capabilities, or my intimacy with the divine, or myself, or the oneness of all things, or my soul, and channel in healing energies and wisdoms into this realm, I publish them in the Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley Nicole Phillips, which is available to stream on YouTube and Spotify, as well as within my music, Ashley Nicole Music. I can't remember what I was saying before I rolled into, whenever creation, I channel within my podcast, Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley Nicole Phillips. Whenever creation needs something to continue to grow and evolve, it naturally produces it. Every human on planet Earth is a fruit of divine creation or infinite creation or God's evolution. This album, The Story Worth Telling, I've grown with it. All of my music on the channel, Ashley Nicole Music. Subscribe to the channel, again, to join the Ashley Nicole Music journey, my journey, our journey to a healed and balanced human culture of planet Earth. We're awakening in the masses. And I use music to heal, to convene in the spirit with the ancestors, to heal, to grow and evolve into more conscious awareness of my ability to command reality into balance and wellness through my soul's intentions, or my God self's intentions, my God intentions, my God body intentions, or the oneness of all things. We're all tandem with the divine. We're all tandem with God. We're all tandem with limitless potentials, and we're awakening in the masses to this fact. We're remembering in the masses to this fact. I'm playing my part, or I'm playing my divine role, my divine mission, by sharing my healing energies through the way that the divine always intended for me to share my presence. Ways that bring me joy, wellness, balance. Music is one of those ways. Kingdom Things podcast, teaching, sharing my divine wisdoms, channeling ancestral forces, for the ancestral forces to lend their energy, their wisdoms, as we awaken in the masses, to remembrance that we're one with all things. And time and space is a paradigm that is true to our creation. But time and space is a paradigm that's also, time and space are paradigms that are also infinite, have infinite dimensions. And we're learning and growing in the way that we can perceive our limitless potentials by being able to bend time and space, or perceive beyond the illusion of finite limitation, beyond the paradigms of finite limitation. The Story Worth Telling, I grew with this album so much. All of my albums I grow with. On the channel, like I said, subscribe to the channel. We have the playlist. I started actually recording my production sessions, my studio sessions, which I do in my room. I started recording these with this album. When I record music, baby, I'm in the spirit heavy. Baby, Shaman Mama. I'm interdimensional, multidimensional. Baby, the divine sends me healing, my soul, or the divine sends me healing energies, universal forces, beings, entities, to help me heal human genome, human paradigms, or our lineage, our ancestry, our galactic ancestry, as we are galactic beings. It's so beautiful. We're at an epoch era where we're awakening to our limitless potentials. On the other side of this epoch era was the beginnings of us, the makings of us, the beginning of space and time. This is Kabbalah teachings that my soul remembered me to. My soul taught me. My soul says 6 spheres of creation. My soul, or the divine, said at the beginning of space and time, 6 spheres of creation. And I know like Kabbalah, I think it says 7 spheres. The divine said that's semantics, Ashley. It's okay. Just remember that, garner wisdom from the fact that your energy, your beingness, your manifestation comes from 6 spheres of creation. So much potentials, vibrancies, wisdoms. At the beginning of space and time, 6 spheres of creation came together to create a more omnipotent, potent, pungent energy, with the intentions to create a more loving, unconditionally loving, well-balanced energy. Chaos ensued when these 6 spheres of creation came together. Chaos ensued. No need to fret. Whenever we go through suffering or we experience what we call suffering or bad times, hard times, tough times, remembering this is universal law, the principle of rhythm, ups and downs, or the principle of polarity, dark and light, feminine, masculine, left, right, hot, cold, up, down. Light has to precede darkness. It doesn't fail. It's nature. Whenever you're going through tough times, remember you have to evolve into wellness and balance. It's the ways of nature. Divine creation of the oneness of all things, or God, has a benevolent disposition to always be seeking equilibrium, to always be seeking balance. Whenever creation needs something to grow and evolve into wellness, balance, equilibrium, it naturally produces it. Humanity is a natural fruit of infinite creation's natural disposition to seek and be in wellness, harmony, balance. At the beginning of creation, 6 spheres of creation came together to create a more omnipotent, well-balanced, unconditionally loving, compassionate energy. Chaos ensued. No need to worry, no need to fret, because we're going to find this equilibrium. We're going to come back into balance. And all of the chaos that we perceive before the balance is the makings of us, or evolution, or experience, or dimensionality, or variance. Chaos ensued when the 6 spheres of creation came together to create a more omnipotent, unconditionally loving, well-balanced, limitless energy. Chaos ensued. So what happened? Space and time ensued, or the galactic creation. Because what? Whenever creation or infinite creation or God or prime source needs something to continue to grow and evolve, it naturally produces it. Galactic creation, or the paradigm of space and time, ensued to find equilibrium or balance out of this infinite chaos, or the production or the summation of the 6 spheres of creation coming together to create something, an energy more omnipotent, more balanced, more well. Space and time, galactic creation ensued to assist with finding equilibrium within the summation of the 6 spheres of creation coming together. And that's where the quest to create, produce the bipedal man came into action, came into practice, came into evolution. Truly everything exists here and now. We are in the paradigm of space and time, which is beautiful. We are not shunning, demonizing the makings of us, or how we think, or how we evolve. The infinite ways in which we think, the infinite ways in which we evolve, because it's all needed. Because what? Whenever infinite creation needs something to continue to grow and evolve, it naturally produces it. We're no longer demonizing ourselves or each other. We're no longer shaming, blaming, guilting ourselves or each other, because everywhere that we show up goes towards the evolution of all things. Chaos ensued. Beginning of space and time, 6 spheres of creation came together. Chaos ensued. Space and time ensued. Galactic creation ensued. The quest to find equilibrium within limitless potentials ensued, which began the biblically prophesied quest for the divine to manifest itself in the tangible, a mirror of itself in the tangible, or the bipedal man. Left, right, dark, light. The stark polarities of left, right, dark, light in one being, or the potentials of limitless potentials of the spectrum of oneness, spectrum of wholeness, left, right, in one being, with an autonomous disposition of free will or thought, or the choice to use your faculties or your polarities of left, right, to figure yourself, to figure existence. And the records, Akashic records, or every choice the bipedal man has made to figure itself, to figure existence, to remember itself, to remember existence, that it is limitless, that we are limitless, created the wisdoms to be able to, for the divine to be able to naturally schematicize the blueprint for the bipedal man, for the perfect human, or limitless potentials in the tangible, in a sustainable, well and balanced way. We are it. We are ancient prophesied, resurrected, and fulfilled. We are biblical prophecy, resurrected, and fulfilled. We are ancient ancestral prophecy, manifested, resurrected, and fulfilled. Which brings me to the Kingdom Things Podcast 2033 prophecy. How do you know this, Ashley? I'm a channel for the divine. I am the biblically prophesied Messiah, which you truly are as well. These are the wisdoms that I was given through my heart space to share with humanity. As my soul guidance, hey, share this with humanity because it's time. Whatever you find in your heart space to share with humanity, to embody whatever authentic frequency comes through for you to embody, to share with humanity, that is your task as well. As a being of creation, to embody your authentic frequency or your soul energy and follow your internal guidance to create, be, and share your authentic frequency, however your soul guides you to do within existence. These are the wisdoms and teachings and energies my soul has guided me to share because it is time. I channel within my podcast, Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley Nicole Phillips, available to stream for free on YouTube and Spotify. The Kingdom Things Podcast 2033 prophecy. By the year 2033, the Most High says, the divine says, we will be in the energy of conscious awareness in the masses, spiritual evolution, spiritual awakening in the masses. To remember we are a human culture, planet Earth, with no disease, no death, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty. As disease, death, war, famine, poverty are all manifestations of the makings of us. Also, no pedophilia, no human trafficking, no sex trafficking. As pedophilia, human trafficking, sex trafficking was all a part of the makings of us in which we no longer need to further our evolution. The divine used pedophilia, human trafficking, sex trafficking to keep us amnesiac or dormant, DNA dormancy, keep us running from our internal environment or the energies in which we are until we were ready to turn on, to garner the experience, the wisdoms, to create the wisdoms, the experience, to be well endowed with wisdoms and experience to wield our limitless potentials with responsibly. To wield our limitless potentials responsibly in a way that we seek to create things that are well and balanced and universally aligned for the upliftment and rejuvenation of all things, because we know pain. We know suffering to the max. We don't want to be in pain. We don't want to be in suffering. So we dig in our heart spaces like, hey, what is it that I'm here to create that's going to bring me joy, wellness, and balance, my ancestral lineage, my whole family, joy, wellness, and balance, and the whole planet, all of humanity, all of creation, infinite creation, joy, wellness, and balance. Oh, heart space says, hey, listen to your heart, I got you. But we came here to cook. We came here to create stuff, baby, massive changes. Let's do it. And it's going to bring you joy and wellness and balance and wealth, your promised land, biblically prophesied promised lands for every being. How, Ashley, we are well equipped as Rabbi Yeshua, Jesus Christ, and many other sages and saints and ancestral forces and gurus out in India and East Asia and all over the world taught. We are well endowed, well equipped with everything we need from an inside to create our realities. Principle of correspondence, as below, so above. Everything in our reality is a projection, manifestations in which in the projection, manifestation of the energies in which we are. We all perceive the world as we are, not as it is. Every human perceives the world differently. If you're not seeing eye to eye with somebody, you're not supposed to. It's about respecting the differences and learning and growing from how we relate with one another, to grow and evolve into more wellness and balance. We are able to use the thoughts we focus on, the thoughts we feed with our intentions, or the thoughts we amplify what we meant, are a direct correlation to what's amplified and manifested in our reality. Brass tacks. The energies we embody are are direct mirror to what's manifested and amplified in our reality. Brass tacks. We're no longer running from ourselves in our energetic embodiment. We're meeting ourselves on the inside. Yeah, it's hard. We call it shadow work. Yeah, it gets hard. Yeah, it gets tough. Yeah, we cry. Yeah, we have energetic upgrades where our bodies get sore. We get fatigued. We got to eat lots of snacks to stay grounded. That's what I do. You know, go running outside, walking outside barefoot. Whatever your soul says, hey, whatever your soul tells you to do, baby, follow your internal guidance. We got to stay grounded in our bodies because we're not going anywhere. We're channeling our divine wisdoms into this realm to clean up and make wellness and balance and abundance in our realm called planet Earth, as human beings of planet Earth. No death, no disease, no war, no ephemeral peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no human trafficking, no sex trafficking. I'm supposed to be braiding my hair, y'all. This is supposed to be a story time plus Ashley braiding her hair up. Let me go ahead and do that. Baby, this been 21 minutes and I'm just starting to braid my hair and things. No human trafficking, no sex trafficking, no pedophilia, no disease, no death, no war, no famine, no poverty, world peace. Why? Because we're awakening to our soul wisdoms. And our soul wisdoms are energies of wellness and balance. And instead of being calcified in the imbalanced energies and just perpetuating old ancestral patternings, we're awakening because it's time to. And embodying our limitless potentials, practicing our limitless potentials, and healing ourselves and each other by being our limitless potentials or our authentic soul frequencies. Now, the divine calls this time where we were asleep to the remembrance that we are one with all things, to the remembrance that we consciously create our reality. We don't need anyone's permission. We go inside and we have the divine validate who we are. We have our soul, or with the divine, or our souls, or our hearts, or the universes validate who we are. We don't need anybody's permission to be who we are. We only get to be who we are. And it's an experience. And everything with wellness and balance, it's an experience that is created to be an experience. And everything that we experience is a part of the evolution or the makings of us, or the evolution of our souls, or the oneness of all things. Because what we're dimensions of the oneness of all things. So as we grow and evolve and seek greater wellness and balance within ourselves, our Atma being our mind, body, soul, and spirit. As we grow and evolve our Atma, our body, soul, and spirit, we assist with growing and evolving all of creation, uplifting and rejuvenating all creation. That is the human dharmic purpose. I channeled this within Kingdom Things podcast. The divine said, and it's biblical, the divine said, I created the human being on planet Earth, and actually all bipedal men, to be the mirror of the divine, mirror of me, limitless potentials in the tangible. I'm going to link 144 part 1 as well as 144 part 2, which are Kingdom Things podcast, as well as the Kingdom Things podcast series, classes, series, We Are Not the Game. I'm going to link that playlist as well as 144 part 1, 144 part 2, and the Kingdom Things podcast reference content below. The new Creator God energy called Unconditional Love channeled through me, the Epoch energy channeled through me. We are all created to be limitless and to awaken and to manifest our promised lands, to be our promised lands. The joy, the wellness, and balance meant as in response and as an effect, manifest our promised lands and our tangible realities, be and live our promised lands from the inside, creating from the inside. I'm gonna link these podcasts and songs below. The human's dharmic purpose, as I channeled, it is biblical prophecy. We were created to be God in the physical, limitless potentials in the physical, the spectrum of oneness, or the stark polarities of dark, light, left, right, yin yang energies, in order for us to be able to reach inside and create have limitless potentials to create limitlessly as human beings within the galactic creation. The divine wants to know what are we creating. This album, a story we're telling, I've been doing a lot of healing work for the last 3-4 years. I actually got my spiritual inheritance, or the remembrance of who I am in the spirit, through my podcast, Kingdom Things Podcast. Y'all, I'm a twin flame divine counterpart kingdom spouse, baby. I graduated to kingdom spouse. I don't know about my twin flame. I don't know about my twin flame. I don't know where he's at on his spiritual journey, baby. But I'm claiming it and I'm owning it. I graduated to kingdom spouse. I know we are one. But I also know we're in a reality of duality, where my ancestral forces, the universes, are like, hey, Ashley, let him have his free will experience. You know, he's making choices to do things in which whatever choices he makes, he's making choices that his soul needs for his personal incarnations, spiritual, emotional, mental, physical growth. My soul said, hey, let him have his free will experience. So my twin flame, my divine counterpart, twin flame, kingdom spouse, will step into mission with me openly and honestly whenever he's ready to do so. I'm on a twin flame, divine counterpart journey, baby. I graduated. I'm a whole kingdom spouse. I'm, baby, married to the universes, married to the oneness of all things, right? To the Most High. Because we are the universes, we are the oneness of all things, the Most High. The twin flame, divine counterpart, kingdom spouse journey is a journey in which your partner is able to trigger you into rapid spiritual growth, spiritual, emotional, mental, physical growth, to align with your highest timeline potentials of existence or manifestation, or your God presence. I'm so grateful for this journey. Even in the times that I'm not grateful for the journey. I'm grateful because there's a lot of ups and downs, lefts and rights. Yin and yang, to play the game, unique contrast. That's a song I channel. It's called We Are the Simulation. I'm gonna link it below in the reference Ashley Nicole music songs. Because right now I'm in a great mood. But I'll tell you right now, I'm not always in a great mood. And that's just existence. And he'll call me fake. He's like, Ashley, you're being fake in front of the people. Like, because he doesn't understand. Because he does his own thing, right? He be doing his own thing. He don't be paying. Because life is frequencies. I don't want to talk negative about him, but life is, we're all in our own dimension. We're all in our own dimension. I say that to say, me being the biblically prophesied Messiah, we all truly are, because the divine, it's in 144 part 1, the divine's like, hey, Ashley's my messenger to share wisdoms and information and energies with the planet to help all of humanity awaken to the fact that we are limitless potentials. I'm not going to sit here and act like, baby, I don't get turned up, I don't get upset sometimes. And you'll hear it in the podcast, baby. I get triggered, I get upset, I get mad. But I learned that all I have to do is drop it to my heart space to find peace, to find my therapy, the baby universal forces, ancestral forces be my therapy, my peace, my evolution, my growth. I'm on a twin flame divine counterpart journey, which catalyzed me onto my spiritual awakening journey. I got my spiritual inheritance, my divine inheritance, or the remembrance, reminder of who I am in the spirit, through the podcast, 144 part 1, part 2. I am a part of the leading energy, because my whole family, my divine counterpart and our family, our children, which everything is here now. Whenever we have our children, baby, is divinely aligned, divinely assigned. Our family is a leading energy. As we grow and evolve within our soul energy, we magnetize humanity into greater spiritual, emotional, mental, physical evolution, and into universal alignment for the upliftment and rejuvenation of all things. This album, the story we're telling, it's all intuitive. Like I said, I started recording my sessions. With this album. I'm in the spirit, shaman mama, multidimensionality. I'm baby talking to ancestral, communicating with ancestral forces, healing all the things. And I'm sorry, y'all. I started recording my sessions with this album. I grew so much with this album, and the growth and the healing energies are encapsulated in every song. and with the intentions for soul activation, healing, and wellness for everyone whom experiences the music and the album as universally aligned, universally assigned for your authentic frequency, for the upliftment and rejuvenation of all things, and so it is. We have Limitless on this album. The remembrance that we are limitless. Shout out to Canva. The cover art, the celestial body, it's so perfect and so divinely aligned to be used for the cover art for most of the songs. And then we have a beauty shot, face beauty shot of me and half of the album covers. And it's really like we are the new human. We are the divine human, right? So the portrait of me, there we go, portrait, not beauty shot. I mean, she is beautiful as we all are, baby. We're all beautiful. I am beautiful as we all are. The portrait of me symbolizes the birth of the divine human, which we all are. So that's the cover art. Limitless, beautiful song. Really, if you haven't listened to the whole album, just go listen to it. If you have, comment below what type of healing you received, or just, if you don't feel like doing that, just know that you are appreciated, you are seen, because everything that I do, everything that we do is to assist with uplifting ourselves and every other being that's going to come in contact with our energy and our produce or our offerings to existence. So you were totally in mind. The universe has had you in mind when I created this album, when I co-created this album with the ancestral forces, the universes. So you were truly a part of the creation process of this album. We have Limitless, we have Paradise, High Res, Divine Roar, DNA, Galactic Beings, I Choose Balance. I Choose Balance. Future Me Is Now, A Story Worth Telling, Ancestral Inheritance. Future Me Is Now. I read the album name as well. Future Me Is Now, Ancestral Inheritance, Light Being Walkers, Sunrises and Rose Petals. All this music is great. Sunrises and Rose Petals is like a phenomenal song. I'm not even gonna hold you. Go watch the Whitney Houston's energy as well as Michael Jackson's energy was a part of the creation of that record. Divine Roar. These are things that I'm consciously aware of. I know there are so many ancestral forces, universal forces that, thank you so much, ancestral forces, universal forces, the oneness of all things, that assisted with the procreation of this album. Sunrises and Rose Petals, I consciously know that Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston were a part of the makings of this record, Sunrises and Rose Petals. And then Prince was a part of the makings of the record, Divine Roar. What happens is it's the whole manifestation of the makings of me. So I'll catch the full circle moments, and I actually speak about it in the sessions. So go watch the sessions if you're interested in it. I speak about it in the sessions. But what happens is I heal with, the ancestors. Prince, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, their ancestral forces, just like we're ancestral forces. I heal with the ancestors. And then we go ahead and make great music and all the things. Make beautiful contributions to the evolution of existence. Divine Roar, Prince was in the building. Prince was in the vessel. Prince was channeling through myself. Sunrises and Rose Petals, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson. Light Being Walkers, we had Berry Gordy, Michael Jackson, James Brown, Ray Charles. They were assisting with the co-creation of life being markers, baby. We were doing heavy healing too. The healing was so heavy, baby, I rarely commentated. The healing was so heavy, baby. And we got healed up, baby, did we? Yes, we did. But we were healing some things in the spirit, in the soul spaces of our beingness, of humanity, of galactic creation. Ancestral inheritance, the ancestors came through, baby. They wanted to tell us about ourselves, baby. And I'm listening, baby. Because Sunrises and Rose Petals, I was naked on the cover. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. You're gonna see it in one of the sessions. I talk about the cover. And I understood that I was making a choice. Because there was a lot of part of me that was like, no, don't do it naked on the cover. I mean, like nothing was showing, but like my skin. My thing is, I wanted to do like a birth of Venus type thing, where it's like the birth of the divine human. Like we are the divine human, so it's like the birth of the divine human. That's why I was, the naked look, right? And then in ancestral inheritance, and I understood that I was making a decision. I understood that I was making a decision. I understood that I was going to grow with my decision. I understood that I was going to garner the wisdom for my decision. And then in ancestral inheritance, the ancestors said, baby, put on your clothes. I was like, shoot, the ancestors is talking heavy. And I still was 10 toes. I still was like, no, I made a decision and I'm willing to, grow and evolve with my decision. And then eventually I was like, baby, I give in, because baby, the universal forces were like, actually put, baby, no. So I edited the cover for Sunrises and Rose Petals to where I had like the etheric energies over my beingness, so you can't really see all of my bare skin and things. So yeah, that's the whole thing. And then we have Alive in Peace. Record is baby, powerful affirmations. Powerful affirmations, incantations. That's a great DNA activation record. Seriously. And then we have Call Your Soul Home. Powerful ballad. Powerful ballad. All of the whole album, all of my music is intended to be DNA activated. The baby Alive in Peace. Ooh, that thing. I'm living my most abundant reality. Bench pressing these blessings, miracles. Archimedes with the elixir, real spiritual. Because we call Archimedes the philosopher, one of the greatest minds of our time. And we miss, I don't know if everybody misses it, but I don't think it's like widely known that he was a channel for the divine. So he was connected with the divine to channeling wisdoms and energies and all the things. I'm living my most abundant reality. Bench pressing these blessings, miracles. Archimedes with the elixir, real spiritual, divine channel, i.e. apothecary, coming with these source codes. Y'all, that song is really great. So that's Alive in Peace. It's like 7 minutes. It's 7 minutes and 22 seconds of universal forces, baby. And I'll talk about it in the makings of the record. I was channeling, because I was healing really heavy, baby. Big Boot ancestors. I'm going to link The Origins of the Divine Human is now below. It's the Kingdom Things Podcast installment rendition. I'm going to link that below. That's where I talk about, I tell a story about how I was healing with Mother Mary, Tahuti, Jesus Christ, Moses. And I'm gonna link this. I'm sorry, my alarm keeps going off. I'm gonna link this Kingdom Things Podcast installment below. It's the Kingdom Things Podcast live. Kingdom Things Podcast live. Kingdom Things Podcast live healing. Kingdom Things Podcast World Powwow Sessions. Whenever I'm in the spirit and I'm healing with the spirit, in the spirit healing my mind, body, soul, spirit, bringing into more wellness, balance, limitless potentials, divine wisdoms, universally aligned, universally assigned for the upliftment and rejuvenation of all things. I call these powwow sessions. I did a Kingdom Things Podcast World Powwow Session. It was a first World Powwow Session. I do these live on YouTube. Follow Kingdom Things Podcast on YouTube. Subscribe to Kingdom Things Podcast on YouTube. Follow Kingdom Things Podcast on Spotify. Again, to join the Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashton Nicole Phillips. Journey to a healed and balanced human culture of planet Earth. So I did a Kingdom Things Podcast World Powwow Session live, the first one. I channeled Tahuti ancient Egyptian god, goddess. I channeled Jesus Christ or Rabbi Yeshua. I channeled Mother Mary. I channeled Moses, baby, and I was healing. I was healing, baby, sobbing, crying. It was a true powwow session, baby. Sobbing, crying, baby. It wasn't, baby, glit, baby. It was, baby. It was real healing. Okay, sobbing, crying. Nothing, baby, staged about it. Nothing staged about it. Nothing, you know, baby, I was for real healing, crying, and it was a whole thing. After I produced that episode, I went live and produced that episode with the ancestral forces: Tahuti, Mother Mary, Rabbi Yeshua, Jesus Christ, Moses. Did I say Mother Mary? I think I did say Mother Mary. After I produced this installment, this Kin of Things podcast, ancestral forces from beyond the galactic creation were like, hey, galactic creation, humans of planet Earth, all galactic creation, y'all need to learn how to accept yourselves in order to grow and evolve into more of your limitless potentials. Garner the wisdoms from your self-acceptance, your unconditional love, to evolve into more of your limitless potentials. These are the same energies that channel through me to incantate alive in peace. Again, I'm gonna link this Kin of Things podcast World Power session below in the description of this Ashley Nicole Music story time, plus the final record on the story we're telling, Tranquil Tides Part 3. So alive in peace, universal forces from beyond galactic creation came in to channel in healing incantations, energies, life force source codes to activate our DNA into more remembrance of our wellness. Because, you know, remembering that we're one with the divine and limitless potentials, it's partially learning in the way that we're teaching our beingness. So once we channel, you know, we talk to our soul space, and our soul space starts to remind us of the soul wisdoms that are inside of us, starts giving us incantations to write down, to share, to affirm within ourselves, with ourselves. Our mind, body, soul, spirit acclimates to these wisdoms, these divine codes, these energies. And that's how we embody more of our limitless potentials to manifest a reality that mirrors our limitless potentials. Alive in peace, ancestral energies from beyond galactic creation, energies and affirmations, powerful. I'm living my most abundant reality, bench pressing these blessings, miracles. Archimedes with the elixir, real spiritual. Right? So call yourself home. We also have call yourself home. Call yourself home. Y'all, it's kind of late at night. It's 10:18 p.m. That's late for me. I'm a little exasperated, but I'm super excited to produce this. Get the intuitive inclination to go ahead and finish up a story we're telling with this story time, sharing the abundance of my experience throughout producing this album, co-creating this album. So we have Alive in Peace, Call Your Soul Home, Raise Your Vibrations. And the final record published is Tranquil Tides Part 3. Tranquil Tides Part 1, as well as Tranquil Tides Part 2 are available on the album Ashley Nicole Music, The Rapture, the album, which is streaming on the channel, the playlist, The Rapture, the album, Ashley Nicole Music. Again, subscribe to help proliferate my journey, the Ashley Nicole Music journey, our journey to a healed and balanced human culture of planet Earth. Tranquil Tides Part 1 and Part 2. Tranquil Tides Part 1, Tranquil Tides Part 2, two separate songs. They're available on the album, The Rapture, the album, which is a playlist, an album available on the channel under playlists. This is, we're about to roll into Tranquil Tides Part 3. What had happened was, I garnered a lot of spiritual evolution and growth. On Tranquil Tides Part 2, I incantate, all eyes on me. Sacred soul, sacred being, activating souls, right? And I've grown and evolved, and I want to be more responsible. It's like this and that. In order to share my healing energies with humanity, to help activate humanity into wellness and balance, as it's universally aligned, universally called for, universally ordered, I have to be okay with being consumed by the masses, or perceived, not consumed, but perceived by the masses, as well as consumed by the masses with wellness and balance. Say, all eyes on me. And I was like, now I'm going to be more responsible. Tranquil Tides Part 3. I incantate, which is available, about to roll into right now. I incantate. All eyes on your own heart spaces. Water your own seeds. To create, to evolve into who you were created to be. And more your soul. And more your soul. And more your soul. 3 times, right? Ready to go ahead and affirm that 3 times. Because what? Our promised lands, we are our promised lands. We manifest our promised lands in the physical by watering our own seeds, or our heart spaces, or focusing our energy and attention on the thought patterns that we channel from our heart spaces, that are aligned, universally aligned and universally assigned with what we intended, who we intended to be, what we intended to create on a soul level before we even incarnated, or brought our limitless potentials or our soul pattern into this experience of the paradigm of space and time, or dimensionality, or the illusion of finite. Thank y'all so much for experiencing my braid up, my story time, a story we're telling, the album with me, existence. Thank you for experiencing existence with me as we co-create each other's existence. As I'm a manifestation of the projection of your energies, just as you are a manifestation of the projection of my energies, as we are one, truly one energy, manifested in the mirror of all of the limitless potentials of all things. Let's roll into Tranquil Tides Part 3. I'm gonna finish braiding up my hair, my beautiful Afrocentric kinky hair. And I want you to love on yourself in every way that you show up. Because any given moment, any given season, any given reason that you are, it's intentional. It's a part of the makings of you, as well as water, food, for the evolution of all things. I'm gonna see y'all later. Bye. Just takes some time, riddled by the promises of evolution. Frequency, reverberate and reflect to manifest you and me. All eyes on your own heart space. Water your own seeds to bloom into who you were created to be. And love your soul. Tranquil tides, clearer skies, humble pride.
ocean and tides, forever flowing as our destiny. My soul breaks, listen to the universe, uplifted and rejuvenated. I apologize to every version of myself that didn't know you were innately limitless and worthy. Let me sing it into you now. You're innately limitless and worthy. Everything we've been through was to grow. Remember us until our existential nature. That we are stardust.
My name is Asia, and I'm a teenage witch. Just kidding. I am a starseed. My story is much like humanity's story. I awakened to some pretty spectacular things about myself. Coming home, the story of Asia, followed by the story of Asia, I'm home. The book series that introduces the book. After returning from a day's trip, I have read my Atum's letter. He speaks of my father releasing him from imprisonment and the fate of death. He pleads for us to run away together. This plea is one of which I need no state to decline. My other half, available in the Amazon bookstore. I feel as though I was born here on Earth to find you. I was created to find my person, the unconditional love literature person, now available in the Amazon bookstore.